Greetings, lords and ladies of Westeros. So we have returned once again for a brand new episode review. It's time for some hot D. That's right, folks. We're here to talk House of the Dragon, Season 3, Episode 3. The first official days of the reign of Queen Rhaenyra. So, as per usual with these episode reviews, we'll be recapping the events of the episode, going over our thoughts on certain events, character progressions, all that good stuff, and then just kind of, giving our thoughts on the episode as a whole. As per usual with these, we will be going into full spoilers, so if you have not seen the episode yet, do yourself a favor, watch the episode first, then come back here and tell us your thoughts in the video's comments down below. And while you're down there, please do all the usual YouTube things. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you don't miss any brand new House of the Dragon reviews, because who wants to miss out on some hot D? Definitely not me, that's for sure.
I don't want to miss any hot D.
Nobody does. And this episode especially was hot. A lot of fire was involved here.
Yeah, and much like flames, they are intense.
Oh yeah, this episode was very intense. I like this episode a lot because, again, a lot of the first two episodes were showing the cost of war. And we kind of continue that theme with episode 3 because we see kind of the aftermath of Rhaenyra's coup d'etat, and then kind of like what she has to deal with in the immediacy of, her claiming the throne. And having to make all these important decisions regarding the kingdom as a whole. And ruling as the chosen monarch. It's definitely a lot. She was prepared for this by her father, but she wasn't prepared for the real time kind of situations, especially these, as the High Septon put it, turbulent circumstances that she was put through. And of course, being that the High Towers are in control of Old Town, both the Maesters and all the Septons are pretty much, on their side.
Yeah.
But I will say, at least the High Septon, he's not just, showing loyalty to the High Towers, he's actually showing conviction in his job, which is admirable.
He stands on business, which I respect.
Oh, yeah. Much more so than I could say for, like, the Maesters. Although, the Grand Maester right now, he's doing his best.
Grand Maester Orwell, I could accept him as, like, okay. We can't say that he's, like, one of the better Maesters, because once a gray rat, always a gray rat,
Yeah, the only acceptable Maester is Aemon Targaryen. That's pretty much it.
And Sam Tarly.
And I would say Maester Luwin. I fuck with Maester Luwin. I know there are some people that don't like Maester Luwin, and especially because he was the one who kind of suggested the whole Tully marriage thing. But I still kind of fuck with Maester Luwin.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Rhaenyra kind of has this dilemma of like, all right, so how do I win this kingdom over? Right now, they just kind of see me as a threat. They see me with my big dragons and my army, and they don't really know what to do. So she decides to listen to Mysaria and win over the small folk. And she does a boss move to pull it off by basically kind of telling the lords and ladies of the realm who took advantage of these, poor, downtrodden people. And
it was not just the lords and ladies of the realm. It was specifically the lords and ladies of King's Landing. So basically,
the nobles within King's Landing itself, yeah.
Yeah, the lesser houses.
Yep.
Of lesser houses.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And so she's doing, she's, proving that she is a woman of her word. She is of the people, and she like actually literally takes from the rich and gives back to the small folk.
Yeah, even though you and I, while watching the episode, we kind of talked about how Corlys had this simple request of having Rhaenyra recognize and legitimize his sons, because
he has nothing. He has nothing left, and he's been through a lot. He's given her everything. He deserves at least a little happiness. It's all totally understandable. But then we didn't actually consider more from Rhaenyra's point of the fact that, well, yeah, okay, she does, and the important part is she doesn't ever disagree with him at all. She says, yeah, I get it, and you've definitely earned this, but you also have to know, and you're not stupid. I know you're not stupid. You know my children are all bastards.
No, she was trying. Okay, that's probably what she was trying to come across, but Corlys really took it too far.
Oh yeah, he pushed the button, but I think that's what she's trying to say, and like he said it in the same way, but more aggressively. But like,
yeah,
you know, the realm had already gossiped about, her sons and their legitimacy, because Laenor was obviously gay.
Yeah,
and had an pretty much open secret lover, and they all knew about Harwin Strong and all that stuff, like, so like if they see, and also you gotta think about it like this, like there are bastards everywhere within Rhaenyra's inner circle. The dragon seeds are all bastards.
Yeah.
So, like, if she's just out here legitimizing bastard after bastard after bastard, again, you may endear yourself with the small folk, and as cool as that is, and as important as it is, because the small folk are the larger populace as compared to the noble houses, if you also earn the ire and distrust of the noble houses by like breaking this tradition, and like they already kind of see you as this kind of new regime because you're a woman and you're the first female heir ever, so you're already on shaky ground as it is. So if you just start legitimizing bastards, people are just not gonna take you seriously.
And not even like your bastards personally.
Yeah.
Just any random Joe Schmo.
That's what I'm saying. Because then, right? If she starts doing that, then people could. I'm not saying that this would happen. This is obviously hyperbolic, but there could a case could be made that anybody and their mom could dye their hair white and fucking say that, oh yeah, I'm a Targaryen bastard too. I should be up there with you, blah 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 blah, and then that just causes a whole nother crisis. And again, no one's saying Corlys isn't right. He's definitely right, and he's definitely deserving, but he also has to think of the bigger picture, and I'm sure he can. But also, the guy has been through a lot. He doesn't give a fuck. He just wants his family to continue. This is all here's literally all he has left. So it's all understandable, but it's a very, very complicated situation, as it tends to be with succession and all that other nonsense.
And if she were to just do legitimize two bastards from a house very close to her, what would stop other nobles with bastards that need legitimized that are dying go to Rhaenyra to say, hey, can you legitimize this bastard? It would just
exactly. And then also, like I said, she didn't even bring this up, but I thought about it. If the other dragon seeds sees that Adam is legitimized, remember the first thing Ulf said when he's like, what would you like to style yourself as? He says Targaryen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that would give the dragon seeds the idea of like, oh, if you're cool with legitimizing bastards, then let me be a Targaryen. And it's just like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing here.
Also, we have to commend Rhaenyra actually going through her queenly duties
Mm-hmm.
while going through menstruation.
Oh yeah. And then also like she is. I actually really like the dynamic between her and Alicent right now. I like what
Yeah.
the inside the episode like Emma Darcy mentioned about like her and Olivia's back and forth. It's kind of like Alicent sort of represents her conscience because her and Helena's presence there is kind of like a living embodiment of her mercy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
And
Yeah.
I also like
also
Alicent's
think-
retort of like, you know, you have to change in order to truly rule. You have to shut parts of
Mhm.
yourself out and shut parts of yourself off. But yeah, you were saying?
One thing that I really enjoy, like the plot twist at the end of the episode,
Mm-hmm.
is so we bookend the actions of one Ormond Hightower,
Yep.
who is the
Cousin.
Lord.
Yeah, Lord of Old Town, current Lord of Old Town, cousin of Alicent.
Mhm. And we bookend the episode with decisions that this man has made.
Yep.
He bent the knee to Rhaenyra in front of Daemon and the dragons,
Mm-hmm.
and gave I suppose, Prince Darren.
Yep.
But no, it was just some poor kid.
You know what it also reminds me of, and I don't think this is you know, intentional, or it could be, I don't know. It reminds me a little bit of the and you know, if you don't read the Song of Ice and Fire books, you won't get this reference, people at home. But the Phagon plot.
Yeah. It
Like,
kind of reminds me of that, but it's like,
yeah, obviously way less complicated than the Phagon plot, because the Phagon plot is like possibly a secret Blackfire plot, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But still, it
but
kind of
this
reminds me a
was
little
just
bit of that.
this is just like Deflection City.
Yep.
So Ormond can actually go for his main prize, that being attacking Tumbletown.
Yep. And Tumbleton is you know, what was, because the Lord, if you remember from the last season, the Lord of Tumbleton was one of the first people to say, no, we heard Viserys, Rhaenyra is the queen, and he got murdered.
He did get got.
So like, you know, it is very important to Rhaenyra, and so him taking control of it, you know, it basically, he's trying to see if either she makes a move on it and risk harming her own people, or she just lets him occupy it and let them feel like she's abandoned them.
Yeah, but from what the like next episode teaser is going off of, she plans to just send her military to fight them.
Yep, she chooses
Not
violence.
using dragon.
Yeah, she chooses violence, but not like ultimate destruction, which is smart. And she realizes like, yeah, I want to try and handle things with mercy as much as possible, but sometimes people don't respond to mercy, especially in times like these. So sometimes I have to bring a strong hand down, you know? And I like that.
Mhm. And also, like the end of episode teaser for episode 4 looks hilarious because Burnt Aegon says, "I fucking hate Rivermen."
Right? What did the river folk?
Like-
I mean, I guess you did get like charred in a battle at the Riverlands, so sure, I guess.
But it was a battle in the Riverlands, and your brother was the one that did that
Yeah,
to you.
it wasn't Riverfolk who did
Why do you
that.
hate the
That was
Rivermen?
your brother.
It's like,
Come on, man, misplaced anger.
on top of that, What hate for the Riverlands?
The only Riverlander we hate is Catelyn Tully.
Yeah,
And Peter Baelish. Fuck him too.
Baelish.
No, well, no, yeah,
Yeah, fuck him just in general because
I guess he's not a Riverlander because his family owns his family's in the Fingers, which is kind of in the Riverlands, kind of like an adjacent.
They're more Vale.
Yeah, but
land
it's like a Vale. It's like a Vale Riverlands border, from what I understand. Like it's kind of a in both areas.
The one thing that I am just surprised by is the cojones on Ormond.
Yeah,
just going through this plan.
I think it all just boils down to she's a dumb woman, and you know I could do this. You know, what's a lady gonna do? You know, kind of thing.
Well, that lady is going to just beat your ass.
No, exactly. She may you might not, she may not use her dragons, but she does still have a force. And now that she's won the small folk over, more of those small folk are willing to probably, accept a call to arms. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She would say, my people, Tumbletown has been taken by those traitorous high towers. If you want your town back, please join me hand in hand.
And also she could sell it like this. She could also pitch it like this: if they get Tumbletown back, they get more supplies, which she can give back to the small folk, which she's already shown she is capable and more than willing to do. So
also
bam. You know? It's really interesting. I'm very curious to see how this goes. I'm also super curious on the Aegon plot, because Clubfoot knows how to maneuver. We got to keep our eyes out on that guy.
Yeah, Clubfoot. He just knows.
We talked about Baelish earlier. He's like the better version of Peter Baelish.
Yeah. Like a better Baelish and a lot more pragmatic
Varys. I feel like he's like that in between. He's a lesser Varys, but a better Baelish.
Better Baelish, lesser Varys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike the Venn diagram, or like the
of Westerosi manipulative schemer.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah.
He's a puppeteer for sure.
I think that's pretty much everything. We covered the small folk stuff. We covered the stuff with Ormond, the stuff with Alicent. We got and also like Helena. Also, just kind of the sad fact that Alicent has never really seen her other son. That's just sad.
Which is crazy.
Real sad. But that is kind of the rigors of noble life. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like we've covered everything in pretty good detail. Let us know your guys' thoughts on the episode in the comments down below. Don't forget to do all the usual YouTube things. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more hot D that we have coming to you. And if you happen to be on the mobile version, please do not forget to hit that hype button as well, because that helps to spread our video amongst the algorithm, and it will hopefully, help us, recruit some new bannermen of our own as we, tend to conquer the titanous monster that is the YouTube algorithm. One can only hope. We need your help for this, folks, and we appreciate every bit of it. Until next time, we will catch you guys later. Peace.